I'm assuming that you clicked here because you need to take your exam, and I'm here to help you do that. Let me tell you a little bit about my experience taking the exam. So I had got my apprentice license, which was pretty simple. I signed under a master barber whom I was working for. You know, I honestly got my apprentice license with no intentions to get the master license. I had it for like 12 years. I was able to build up clientele, bounce from shop to shop. I mean, I wasn't like a shop hopper or nothing like that, but I had been in like maybe 3 different shops. And by the time I was taking my master license, it was like everything I needed to know for the exam is not what I learned along the way.
Basically, you need to know your procedures. I think it takes some practice. If you can afford to buy the book, I suggest you buy the book. Whole thing lasts about an hour and a half. You know, you're good. But definitely practice, because they will be checking. They're not seeing how good your services are. They just want to know if you know the procedures.
What was taking the exam like for you?
I was comfortable, man, because I went to barber school, and that was one of the main things. You know, they prepared you for the test. I was pretty comfortable. I was worried about if I had all my stuff. It was like I was trying to keep track of it in my head. That's all I was worried about. But as far as the techniques, I wasn't worried about that. We covered that a million times. And most people pass. Like I said, they just want to make sure you know how to handle yourself, handle the tools, and you know the procedure.
What you need to be concerned about is bringing the things that they require you to have for the exam. Here are the things that you need: talc powder, a razor, shampoo, facial massage cream, a bunch of towels. It's safe to say like 20 towels. Bring like 20 towels. 20 towels. Bring a pair of adjustables, bring neck strips, bring two capes. Bring 2 capes, 1 cape for the cut, 1 cape for the wash, because you will have to do a shampoo. Bring disinfectant spray, bring hand sanitizer, bring barbicide and a barbicide jar, bring combs, bring guards. Do not bring a duster. It's illegal. You fell. Don't bring that. You also need to bring plastic containers, 1 for your clean stuff and 1 for your contaminated stuff. I also brought a first aid kit. I don't think that's mandatory, but it's good to have in the arsenal. You know, you had that up there, the instructor walk by, look, you know, they might give you a head nod because you came prepared. And how could I forget? You got to bring a pair of shears. Anything that I left out, I'll add it in the description. You just click it and see the list. You know what's crazy about having that apprentice license for so long is that, you know, a lot of people I was cutting during that time did not know I wasn't a master. They didn't seem to care if I had a license or not, which is, you know, fine, no big deal. The reason why I got it is because it was something my grandmother really wanted me to do. Rest in peace to my grandma. I'm glad I was able to fulfill that dream for her before she passed. And also for me to take the leap to open up my own shop, I needed to have a master license, so I wasn't out here trying to, you know, find a master to work under me and I own the shop. That wouldn't have made any sense. Another reason, an honorable mention reason why I got the license is because I kept seeing barbers that were less skilled than me with master licenses. Having the master license does not guarantee that you will be a master. The instructor will ask you to set up your station. This is not about who cuts the best, it's about just going through the process. So you set up your station, put your sprays, your clippers up on the station. Make sure you got clean hands. Wash your hands. They're gonna look and see your hands, like if it's dirt under your nails or anything like that. I'm not saying go get a full mani or nothing like that, but just make sure your hands are clean. One important thing I forgot to add is you should bring a motto. I brought my guy Tut. He had pretty long hair at the time. You know, his cut was pretty simple. Here are the things that you need to do. You need to set up your station. You need to perform a haircut. They'll walk you step by step through it. They'll tell you when to do the back. They'll tell you when to do the top. They'll tell you when to do the sides. They'll tell you when to do the shave. Set up your station, a haircut, a shave, a facial, a shampoo, and clean the area. You're gone. Make sure your hands are clean and you should be good. Simple. This is nothing that you need to get, you know, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's not rocket science. If you have experience, as far as being an apprentice, you're ready. If you've been to school and you're actually paying attention, then you're ready. You know, there is one myth that if you get your license in New York State, that is good everywhere else. That is not true. If you want to get your license here and you plan to relocate, you need to call a school in the state where you need to relocate, and you will have some credits. However, they will make you do their exam. If you haven't gone to school and you haven't been in the barbershop yet and you're thinking about being a barber, I have another video on this channel about whether you should go to barber school or be an apprentice. Just click this link and I'll see you when you get there.